Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and JP Morgan has issued a serious warning to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, BNB, Cardano, XRP, and Dogecoin holders, saying, that you've lost a lot of billions of dollars over the last couple of days. Bitcoin isn't holding, strong over 30,000, and be mindful that it could be dropping into the 20s. Now, I like, obviously, when, institutions and organizations come out and, make these sort of claims. And because what's interesting about an institution as big as this is that, there is, these experts and analysts that talk about these things, which is also the same analysts and experts that told, for example, Blockbuster to not buy Netflix back in the day. So always take everybody with a pinch of salt and never go through and just trust one particular source, no matter how big or huge or mighty it may be. Now, they are talking about, Bitcoin potentially dropping to $25,000 levels. Can it happen? Yes, it can happen. It can definitely happen. But obviously, if it does hold above $35,000, then it will bounce off and continue to run. So they are talking about, the potential of Bitcoin going down to 25. They're even saying that a fair value would be between 23 and 35. I mean, go figure that. I mean, that is quite a big difference between the two. Which one is it? But they're still saying that Bitcoin can go to $140,000 as a target before the end of the year. So contradicting themselves on a couple of these topics. However, long term, it will, the market will always, being time in the market will always beat timing the market. Now, XRP being assessed by the Howey test. Why is this relevant today? So, too many regulatory clarity on the subject of digital assets and cryptocurrency has for a long time been, what we wanted. We want legal clarity, and so it's really important to have that legal clarity. And this is a battle not just for XRP and Ripple, but this is a battle for the entire cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Now, whether you're an XRP lover or XRP hater, whichever side of the coin you're in, you want to be on the side of Ripple winning this and having that legal clarity, because it will be a great win for the entire industry as a whole. And I'll repeat, whether you're pro or con, make sure that you're on the right side, which is the side of cryptocurrency. So be mindful of what you wish for. Those haters putting those comments in. Now, Ripple's top lawyer on the SEC battle, we're fighting for the crypto industry. So again, what I've been talking about here is that the regulatory and having that legal clarity is so crucial. And so that one of Ripple's top lawyers is talking about this, explaining the importance, why it's important, and how it will impact the entire industry. Should the SEC go for the win? Now, I don't see it happening. Whichever way I look at this case, even if I wasn't in crypto, whether I knew nothing about Ripple today, if somebody came, dropped on me all the information that I know today, and I didn't have, all names were blanked about which side would win, I'd still be on the side of Ripple winning. And it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I just look at the facts, and the facts say to me that I think Ripple will either settle or win, being a huge day, the day that comes. Now, we're having some really interesting signals come through here, similar to the last time before Ripple went off onto its run to close to $2. And these two patterns are looking very similar. And I think we are approaching the time of getting that, ready for that takeoff. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. Now, the SEC has filed a motion to squash what Ripple is coming after them about, trying to get some of the former SEC members to be interviewed in open court. So we'll keep a close eye on this, about what's going on, how it's going to happen, how it's going to impact the overall case. But this case, as you know, is ferocious. So I think, from a price action point of view, and I like what Crypto Pro TA has posted on here, could we touch 40 cents for a little bit and then continue on this trajectory? Look, everybody can make a chart, right? Everybody can make a line, draw some lines. I draw lines, you draw lines, everybody draws lines, and we have lines everywhere. Where do you draw the line on, how many lines can we draw and make assumptions and all that? Does this make sense? I don't think so. I don't think this makes sense at all. And this is the this particular moving average that he's drawn here. But what I'm trying to say is that listen to all of us, but with a pinch of salt. Then do your own research. Back it with your own research. If you don't back it with your own research, you're gonna find yourself very disappointed. So when can we see a sudden shift in XRP price? Because all we've seen at the moment is down, 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 and consolidate, and 70 cents, 72 cents, maximum. We haven't seen anything really significant since Bitcoin started dropping a while back. And so I think that the last step for Bitcoin to find its support, as soon as Bitcoin shifts, we will see a sudden change in the market. So we need to find that bottom for Bitcoin. Once we find the bottom for Bitcoin, then we will see the charts explode. Now, the XRP BTC is a chart that obviously compares the two and who's winning out of the two in dominance. And I think XRP is set to really, really make a move that we will talk about this move for a very, very long time to come. And I don't think you and I even can imagine the type of move that it will make once it has that legal clarity and once Bitcoin finds its support and continues to rally. So the reason being is that the DeFi economy is growing, is exploding, and Genie over here has mentioned, the XRP at its core, Ripple, R3, Interledger, SBI, Mojo Loop, PayString, Flare, Trustline, Codius, all of which are providing the partnership software technology and infrastructure needed to build a monster ecosystem coming to DeFi economy. And I think XRP will be in pole position in this regard, with Flare coming out in the not too distant future as well, which is amazing as well. But let's jump into Atani. Let's see what Atani is telling us. All right, so we're inside Atani. We'll have a look over here about where we're going at the moment in terms of price. Now, if you look at the hourly chart, you can see that the MACD has moved into a bullish segment, and the RSI, every time it touched the bottom, it bounced off really, really well. So, there have been a lot of talks already about let's go into the 20s, 24, 25, 26, $1,000 Bitcoins, and that's going to drive us all down, and then we'll continue to rally up. But if I look on the hourly chart of Bitcoin, which I don't really do on XRP videos, but again, Bitcoin went down, and as soon as it touched the bottom of the RSI, it flicked back up straight away. So there's a lot of support. There's a lot of support going on at the moment. Let's see where we're heading and then how it's all going to be progressing. Now, when I go to the 4-hour chart, again, it was about to go into a bearish segment, but then it bounced off, and it's still in a bullish segment. When we go to the 12-hour, we can see that the 12 is flat at the moment. It's not up, it's not down, but that is obviously to be expected after the price dropped from what it was yesterday. When we look at the daily chart and we move into the daily, so from the daily perspective, we are still in bearish, but let's see where we go and do we bounce off of it. So it's touch and go at the moment about where we're going, and we really are dictated at the moment about what Bitcoin's going to do. Is it going to drop under 30 tomorrow? We know Sundays and Monday mornings are quite bearish in general, but let's see where we go. We're going to keep a very, very close eye on this and what happens next. But let's jump into some drawings and see what they tell us. Okay, so let's have a look at the scenario number 1. So we are in this particular window. So now we have dropped under it. Now, could we touch 55 cents and then continue up? Look, based on this, yes, you could. It could definitely happen. We could be touching 55 cents one more time. Now, I will literally, if you come to me, you didn't get in last time when we dropped to 50 flat, and you came to me and said, oh, is it going to happen one more time? Don't call me, don't message me. If we hit 50 cents again and you don't take advantage of it, do not even try to message me, because this will be the 5th time that it hits 50 cents and bounces off of it. If you don't get in, don't even message me about it, because I will literally give you the biggest lesson that you've ever heard about not taking opportunities when they come. And I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. But those of you that message me saying, oh, I missed 50 cents. You told me there was going to be 50 cents. Is it going to go 50 cents again? If it goes 50 cents again and you don't do it, don't even message me, because you're going to get the biggest lesson from me. Take risks, take the chance, take the opportunity. When they come, they don't come often, and when they do, you need to make the most of it. Can we see 50 cents again? Yes. How low? 57, 55 for me makes sense. I don't see lower than that. And again, my opinion. Now, could you go even further than that? I don't think so. I think we've got so much support at the moment, and you can see at the moment from the price action of what's been going on that it does have quite a lot of support, and every time the prices are dropping, it's bouncing off really, really quickly. So just keep an eye out for these. And again, take the opportunity. Remember the lesson that happened a couple of days ago. If you didn't take advantage of it, make sure you do take advantage of it. Overall, it's going to be a kick-ass winter in Australia for XRP holders. For the summer in America, it's going to be amazing. For Europe in summer, it's going to be amazing. And if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. As always, thank you. And I look forward to see you on the next one.